What up, peoples? It's your boy Dash. Again, always repping, always repping. But I'm back with my word of the day, and I had a different one, but something in my spirit said use judgment. Judgment. Judgment is my word today. And people misconstrue judgment, because judgment in the earthly form is different from judgment in the spiritual form. Now, in the spiritual form, judgment means I'm telling someone if they're going to heaven or hell. I can't do that. I'm not God. I don't have a heaven or hell to put them in. But judgment in the earthly form is necessary. You have to have it. And I'm gonna break it down to you why. Three different steps, as I always do. For one, judgment will help you better in relationships. People always say you can't, only God can judge me, and that's true in that sense. But judgment is necessary because if you're a woman and you're looking for a man, and y'all bear with me, I just finished working out. But if you're a woman and you trying to find a man, right? When you meet a dude and y'all getting to know each other, you gonna judge his character, right? Because you want to make sure that he's a good fit for your life, right? You're gonna judge his morals and see what he believes in because you want to know if his beliefs line up with yours, right? You want to know if the same things that you believe and the same things that you are prone to morally, you want to make sure that he matches that, right? Right? You want to make sure of that, right? Right. Judge it. You have to judge a person's character. Again, I'm not saying say, oh yeah, he's going to hell, he's going to heaven. You can't do that. You're not God. But judgment is necessary. You have to judge people's character. Like, you ever heard the phrase, oh, you're not a good judgment of character? I mean, hello. Want to employment. Do you want to work somewhere that you don't like being at? Do you want to work at a job that you don't like being at? Do you want to be in a place where you have to go to work and be miserable? Do you want to be in a place where you have a manager and you have to go home every day and talk about, oh, I can't stand them? No, you don't. So you know what? You have to go inside of that workplace and find out if this avenue fits for you, but also if this atmosphere fits for you. You have to judge that atmosphere. You have to judge the surrounding. You have to judge how the people that work there act. And if they all want to be messy and if they want to be catty and they want to do the gossip and all of that, that's something that you have to take into consideration when you're judging that position. And in turn, if judgment is not supposed to happen, then if I'm a manager, why do I do interviews? Why do I read resumes? Because I want to judge this person's character and see if they fit with this company. Yeah, bear with me. The kids are back there and they like to move every time they ain't supposed to. But anyway, if I'm a person and an employer and I'm hiring a person, am I just gonna hire anybody that submits an application? No, I'm not. I have to judge that person's character. I have to judge their work ethic. I have to judge their work history and see if they job hoppers. If they just been working here for 3 months, working there for 3 months, working there for 2 months, working there for a month. I have to judge that. I have to make sure that I pay attention to that. That's judgment for me to make sure I'm making a good decision as far as the candidates that I choose to work for me. It's necessary. But also, this also a big one. Your friends. Yeah, I don't want to, judge nobody. Look here. How many of y'all have had a friend that when it was time to be a friend, they flaked? How many times have you had a friend and when it was time to be a friend, they were an enemy? How many friends have you had cross you and stab you in your back? You know why? Because you didn't judge their character. Listen, if I know the life I want to live and the type of life I want to live, why would I just let any old type of person be around me? I mean, y'all say that all the time, and y'all say that in all of the songs that y'all listen to. No new friends. Why? Because we don't have to. They don't want to take the time to judge somebody's character over and over and over again. So you know what they do? They settle for the same snakes that they've been with forever, because they don't want to judge. Look here, man. Y'all got to stop with this nonsense. Listen. It's okay to judge a person's character and determine whether you want them around you or not, or whether you want them to work for you or not, or whether you want them to be your husband or wife. Like, why would I marry somebody and I don't know their character? I don't know their morals. I don't know their belief system. I mean, does that make sense to y'all? Am I making sense? Am I crazy? Like, am I crazy? Let me know. See, because what people want to do is they always want to take their flaws, and that's their reason for saying you can't judge me. Listen, do you want your friends to be? Are your friends supposed to call you out? Aren't your friends supposed to call you out? Or are your friends supposed to just agree with everything that you like? No. Those are yes men. And if you want yes men in your life, to each his own. But I don't want none in my life that's going to allow me to go outside and look stupid. Guess what? Yes men are really haters that want you to go outside and look stupid. Anybody that is too scared to tell you something that you could do better, they're not really your friend, because they care more about how you look at them. Because if they didn't, they would be okay telling you, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing like they're saying in their malice or like they're making an attack on your character. Look, I want you to be better. If I'm your peoples, I want you to be better. So if you're out of pocket, I got to let you know you out of pocket. But also, I got to be able to be told when I'm being out of pocket. That's judgment. Little girl, don't play. That's judgment. That's judgment. And everyone has to be open to that judgment, because how you going to be better if you're not? You ever heard the phrase or the saying, how can you know everything and know anything? Because if you know everything, nobody can tell you anything about yourself. You can't even know when you're wrong or right, because you know everything. There's not a person alive that knows everything. And I'm going to let you know now, I don't know everything. You don't know everything. The person that you let hear this video don't know everything. The person they let hear don't know everything. Your mama don't know everything. Your daddy don't know everything. Your granddaddy don't know everything. Your cousin, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your nephews. None of them know everything. I'm going to say that on record. Nobody knows everything. And for that reason there, everybody has a reason to be checked at some point. And if you ain't never been checked in your life, I bet you ain't got no friends. I bet you ain't got no friends, because can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You so busy on your little high horse saying, look, I know everything. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Look here. Save it. You need judgment. Shh. You need judgment. I'm not talking about the judgment God gives. I'm talking about the judgment that gives you discernment. What is discernment for if you aren't supposed to judge people's character? Why does God give people discernment? Discernment is so that people can sense when the people that they're around aren't good for them. Guess what? That's judging. That's judging. You ever talk about, I feel energy. Energy is everything. Well, if you ain't judging the room, if you ain't judging characters, if you ain't judging how you feel in a moment, then what is energy? How do you feel it? How do you know it? That's all I'm saying. Judgment is necessary for you to be able to choose how you want your life to be. Because if you are a poor judgment of character, I promise you'll end up in some situations that you don't want to be in. And you ain't going to have no choice but to deal with it, because you chose to keep people around you that ain't good for you. That's it. And that's facts. Dash out. Peace.